Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Riff Arcade. Today we are playing Theatrhythm, Final Bar Line.
Theatrhythm.
The Final Fantasy Guitar Hero / Rock Band game in which we can pick several songs from the Final Fantasy universe and play a little rhythm game on our controller. We're playing this because Butts texted us. He was like, "What do you guys want to play?" I was like, "I don't know, something dumb." And he was like, "I've got a better idea. Let's play games that we are thankful for the month of November." That's right. It's going to date the episode a little bit, but it's November. It's not October anymore, so anything can't happen anymore, which is a bummer.
The rules apply again, yeah.
But, so my selection, well, we've all three of us have picked a game that we're thankful for Thanksgiving. And I have selected Final Fantasy Theatrhythm
Theatrhythm.
Because I'm very thankful for the Final Fantasy series as a whole. So what better way to celebrate the Final Fantasy series than to play a game that celebrates the Final Fantasy series?
So are you saying you're going to sing its praises?
Darn right I am. So we'll just go straight to the music stages. I've unlocked all the songs in the base game here. Ooh. Yeah, I was doing some Suteki Dane last time I played this game. Don't at me.
Okay, to the S, does that mean it's difficult?
Weeping.
No, that's my score.
Okay.
Super perfect shape.
No, we can go nuts. We
He's
can go to like...
No, it just means I'm the best.
It does not, and I will show you that later.
Okay.
But,
For the record, I have never played this game, so I've heard of it. I understand the concept, but I've never played it.
I know nothing about anything. Like, I don't know this game. I don't know the games they're referencing.
that's perfect.
You
each have the exact perspective I want people watching this video from, so that's perfect. But yeah, it's just throughout the years, I really started playing Final Fantasies with Final Fantasy VII, as many of us did. And from there, those games got me through some tough times in like middle school and like early high school. Like the people who made these games and the person who made most of the music, Nobuo Uematsu, really got me through some stuff. So let's dive right in. We'll each pick a song, and especially Butts, who knows nothing about any of this. So I will start with the beginning of Final Fantasy VII, and I'm not going to do it on Supreme mode. I'm going to dial it back to Expert. Oh, I haven't done it on
I have
Expert.
a question.
Yes.
What do the numbers mean on the right? Like 4 or 5?
That's the difficulty.
Okay.
That is the difficulty. So we do this, and that's on Supreme, that is a 13 difficulty.
What's the highest difficulty? 15?
I'd guess 15.
Okay.
Because if it's a Supreme, like not even all the songs don't even have a Supreme. Like only a few of them have Supreme versions. So let's dive in.
What is auto? It just does it for you.
I think it is. The song. I think that's just like listen and enjoy and just watch the notes go by.
Okay.
And let's see. I've got my magic party, and you can make a party from all the characters. So I'll go in with.
Okay, wait a minute. Red 13's the only one they put effort in to, like, he's the closest looking to how he actually looks. Everyone else has this sort of
like Funko Fun
Funko
Pops,
Pop,
or whatever, pop figures. But yeah, I'll try to explain the controls as we go, just for those of you who have not played this and might be interested in doing so, or have no idea how to play games.
Let me get out my notepad.
Whatsoever. All right, so here we go. So this was Final Fantasy VII. You hit start. This song more or less kicks in right away. So every time you see a red, you just press a button.
Any button?
Pretty much any button. Your choice. I've chosen the R button.
Oh, what's that? What is going on? All of them? All the buttons? Oh, 2 buttons.
So if you see an arrow, you have to flick the analog stick in that direction.
Okay.
And if you see
the green is hold the button?
The green is hold a button and let go. So
who's
hold,
that demon in your party?
Let go, flick, hold, flick, 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 flick. Just like that. The demon in my party is Chaos. who first made an appearance in Final Fantasy 1. He's the final enemy of Final Fantasy 1, and also makes an appearance in Final Fantasy Dissidia, where he's kind of revealed to be like, if there were one story that all the Final Fantasies followed, Chaos would be the bad guy of it.
Okay. So who's in your party? I know Cloud, and Spence said
Red 13.
Rex. Red 13. Okay.
Yep, and
That's it, that's all I
Chaos, and Bart, who actually...
Bart.
His name is Bart.
With a Z, right? Or is it?
Yes, it's with a Z.
Rhymes with farts.
Yes.
Yes. You're going to regret saying that after I say this next sentence. But the really cool thing is, in Japan, he is actually called Butts.
Oh.
So yeah, the main protagonist of Final Fantasy V in Japan is Butts.
Okay, so I've got to play Final Fantasy V at least.
Yes.
Is that a good one?
It's a good. It's
It
one
is
of my.
a good one, yeah.
It's one of my favorite old school ones. Yeah.
They say it's one of the best stories.
I do like stories. Like I'm here for story, not gameplay. I choose story over gameplay. So
That
good.
that doesn't track, but okay.
It doesn't track. What? Is that not who I'm like? Not,
I feel like we've had conversations before where like you're skipping cutscenes and you're like, let me get to the good stuff.
no,
Maybe not. I don't know.
more of a story. I mean, if I've played it before, yeah, I'm like, all right.
I think that's only if he doesn't like it. Like if he's
I
not
will, okay,
feeling it.
I'll put it this way: I will forgive mediocre gameplay, or even like bad gameplay if the story is really good, but I won't forgive bad story for good gameplay. How about that?
Okay.
Fair.
No, that's cool. No, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm
It's-
just saying you didn't tell the truth. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not going to call you a liar.
My client
I'm going to
is
call
not
you a
liar.
deceiver.
He just didn't tell the truth.
yeah.
What do they say on the
Objection.
bar? They're like, well, you're not going to believe who we have today.
Let's go to. Do we have a clip? Do we have a clip?
Yeah. Let's
No?
go to the
Okay.
footage. Let's bring out the test. All right.
I
go
like
to the
the
text.
commercials now where they say, all right, I'm going to throw the red flag, and like they have the ref come in with the TV, and it shows like what the husband did wrong that he's saying he didn't do, and the wife's like,
Spence, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? Or at least a song that you'd really like to hear in this moment.
So funny enough,
Big
the
iron.
real answer is actually, I'm going to say this. It's 16. It's 16 right
Okay.
now.
So
But of this list, let's do something from 8.
we'll do something from
Of
8.
course, 8, yeah.
Just so you guys know, we are recording this before the DLC comes out, but at the beginning of November, there will be Final Fantasy 16 DLC, and I will be getting it. But
I
unfortunately,
did not know this.
Yeah, but today, it's not an option. Sorry.
Let's do.
Yeah, we got the
scroll
opening.
down some. Scroll. Force your way.
Force
Yes,
your way?
Let's do it.
It's today's top hit.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Today's top hit.
I think it just means you get more
Money.
crystal, like.
Hey, Butts.
What is it?
You think you could play this?
I'm going to find out.
You want to?
Who's your-
It's the
Odor Chaos.
I forgot what it is, but every time you play a song, you get more points sprinkled onto a big pile, and so today's top hits means you
Okay.
get more points.
Go to the pile.
All right, the boss music.
Shuffle or boogie. Okay.
Let's do. Oh, I've all critical this on basic.
Yeah, basic.
Just get this drum groove in your head, Buzz. Just do that.
Oh, I see. Oh, you mean like play this for real? Play this,
yeah.
not in video game form, but
Could you
in
play
instrument.
this? Yeah. Could I perform
So,
this? I don't know.
for those of you watching, we are going to have some future episodes where we will be doing some of our favorite video game songs. We'll be covering them because we actually used to be a band at one point many years ago. Sometimes when I'm coming up with the set list that we do, it will randomly hit me. And then sometimes I'll forget about songs like this one, for example. And then when I hear it, I'm like, you know what? We're going to do that one. So stay tuned.
We've got so much ground to cover, and we're gonna try to cover it.
And we are going to cover it.
We're still young. We got lots of time. The internet's not going anywhere. We're not going
No,
anywhere.
it's
tigers.
not. It really isn't.
This channel is built on longevity, so we're gonna be around a long time. I'll laugh if like the day this this video comes out, like we're no longer a channel. We've had some differences.
It's called me a poopy
Or
head.
like-
We're done.
Or like someone crashes the internet for
yeah,
good.
yeah, the internet's out.
Like
Oh, this didn't age well.
every Twitch channel out there is like, no, my
That'd be great, yeah. Get a job, you punk kids.
money. I have to get a real job.
No. I will say, I realize the only Final Fantasy we've ever played on this channel is 14, and even then we only streamed it. And even then, that was back before we were uploading our old streams, so all those videos are long gone, I think. There might be some on like way back in the library that I recorded back when we... Anyway, I digress. The point I was gonna make is that, Ooh, that was hard, sorry. I realize we haven't really played any Final Fantasy on this channel. And the way we currently, our release schedule is set up, we probably won't. At least not all the way through.
Can't do
These
a long
games are
play, yeah.
long.
Yeah, these are perfect chain.
If we did episodes, yeah, that in the upper right corner, that's I got more points.
You got
because of
487 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to see some serious viewership if we want to play these like all the way through. So it's up to
Yeah,
you
you people.
That's right.
to see that happen. We see those views, we keep playing.
You think chaos in the locker room after these fights is like, good job, guys. That was really clutch from you, Red 13. Or is he
Yeah.
just like a horrible screaming abomination? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like some of the Final Fantasies have good sort of cold open segments that we could do and then just call it a day. But right now we only release one video a week. So if we did it in video form, it would take us literal years to get all the way through a Final Fantasy.
He said after saying the channel's built on longevity.
Well,
Test it. Test it. Test it. Call our shot.
I mean, it would also be the only game we play on
Yeah.
our channel for a year. We would become Final Fantasy V, the channel. We would change our
Enjoy
name.
Final Fantasy V. You're getting it for the next 2 years.
We're
Yeah.
gonna change our name to Five Arcade. But
Right. I don't know any of the names of these songs, so just go down and
I was gonna say, what song from Final Fantasy
don't
14?
know. I don't know
but
the
is
names.
only Final Fantasy. Do
Yeah.
you want to play? That's from cutscenes. There's so many. There's a lot of 14 songs.
Oh, I like this one. This one's good.
There's better ones. Let me just go to the one you probably want. Let me just put it
Yeah.
on and see where we are.
Yeah. What do you think?
hang on. Go up to
Who Brings Shadow?
Yeah, that one's good too.
Longfall is a good one.
Longfall. Who Brings Shadow is the one from the like the Shadowbringers trailer.
Oh yeah.
That song's really good.
Is
that
there
trailer-
is the Lahi song on here?
No,
Dang,
but it
that's a
should
good
be.
one. It
Like
should.
The weird fairy dungeon music's on here, but for some reason Lahi isn't.
This was one of my least favorite dungeons in that game, by the way.
The fairy dungeon.
Yes.
The titanium.
I
whatever.
hated that dungeon.
Yeah, go to Longfall. I think like,
Longfall.
those two are just like Lahi, Longfall, and the other one who brings shadows. Are so good.
Shadowbringers music was so good.
It was good.
So yeah, there's Nobuo Uematsu who did most of the Final Fantasy stuff up to a point, and then starting at 14, it's like Masayoshi. I forget his first name, but his last name is Soken. Soken is
Soaking it up.
he filled the shoes of Nobuo Uematsu well.
Came out of the gate swinging. Is this a song we wanted to do on the channel?
Yep.
It is.
Preview. So what's the Moogle do? Is Moogle just hanging out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to think.
Oh, it's try hard mode.
This song, not only is this song just amazing from a musical point of view, but in this dungeon, the storyline of this dungeon is that the Garland Ironworks have taken parts from like 3 different dungeons of creatures you killed and have combined them into a new technology. And so this song is a combination of the 3 songs from those dungeons.
So it's
Oh,
like a yeah.
I did not realize that. I did not put two and two together.
It's a compilation song in a compilation game of Final Fantasy.
That's very clever.
Of a compilation game of a compilation game in Final Fantasies. Because 14 kind of takes a bunch of them and smooshes them together too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which
Like a Russian nesting doll.
it gets even better. Like one of the songs from this song that's playing right now, that part, is actually from Final Fantasy 3, which was then reused in the Crystal Tower raids, which is now reused in this song. This song is just, it's such an accumulation of Final Fantasy.
Oh, they all jumped. They did a dragoon jump.
Whoops, let go too soon. I'll let go!
Okay, so who's the lady there? Diamond Dust?
Shiva!
What's she do? Got ice powers?
She's a prime. To put it in terms,
She's
you
an
might
ice
remember.
cold.
She is. She's the ice summon of many, many Final Fantasies, including 14, which you've played.
Shiva. Vestu Shiva.
But yeah, I'm very thankful because, like I said, this game's got me through.
Geez.
It's Alexander. Yeah, like
Look at it.
I think we can all say parts of middle school just sucked, and like when I was in middle school was when Final Fantasy VII came out, and I got on board the Final Fantasy train.
You had a great Final Fantasy story. Final Fantasy VII story. I don't know if you have time to tell it, but
Which one?
the one about you finding the twist and then finding, like, how you found the game and then you learned the big twist of the game. Were both just like on a whim.
Yeah, I remember some guy. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. So when I bought Final Fantasy VII, I was on Q, which is like an old 90s version of FYE, which is an old 2000s version of Babbage's, which is an old 90s.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we had to buy things in real stores, don't at me. But I remember I had in my hand, in one hand, I had the PlayStation version of Frogger. In the other hand, I had Final Fantasy VII, which I didn't know a lot about at the time. So I remember sitting in the store being like, I only have enough money for one. Do I want to get Frogger or Final Fantasy VII? I guess I'll try Final Fantasy VII. Nah. That game went on to become one of my favorite games of all time. There's an alternate universe where I bought Frogger.
You bought Frogger, yeah.
And you're very sad.
You are miserable. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You are a wreck in that universe.
All right, let's do exactly one more song, and then we'll call it a. I'm gonna do one of the movies.
All right.
Movie?
Let's see. Yeah, there's one.
Whoa, whoa.
There's one movie choice for every.
Oh, they put them all on here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Are they the remake?
Yeah, they have the remake. It's Final Fantasy VII remakes on here.
Oh.
So many good options.
Yeah, you gotta go with the movie though.
Dang, so good. Oh my gosh, all these songs are so good.
He put himself in this corner. He's
did,
like,
yeah.
I'm going to pick a movie song.
Let's go where we left off. Well, that's the other thing is obviously like the song you just heard was just like really kick-ass and powerful. But then Final Fantasy also has songs like this. And one time I was in college and a friend heard me just like listening to this song and he was like, "Are you all right?"
Oh, like, is this the movie part of it?
Parts of it, yeah.
Wait, is this a cutscene?
Yeah, it shows a lot of cutscenes.
Well, what's crazy, like,
dunker.
these days, if you openly listen to this in your college dorm, nobody's going to really say anything to you. You know, it's more widely accepted, you know, that people will spend time listening to video game music.
They probably
you
do
know,
it, yeah.
and there's not an issue with them, you know.
That's true. Yeah, like I remember being a kid being made fun of for liking video games, and now there are toxic fans that make fun of people for not playing video games. Boy, how it's all come full circle.
Yeah, I know. I once thought about being like a video game programmer myself, but you know, I was told that was a very silly idea, but you know, this was back like in the late '90s. Oh man,
That's coming back, isn't it?
That kind of hurts saying that. But anyway, I was told that was a very silly profession at that time. But now, if you did that, well, people would be like, "God bless your soul," because it's going very poorly in that industry at the moment. But
it's a problem for a different reason now.
But a lot of people would take that as a respectable, serious profession these days.
Well, now, I mean, you just go online, download a Unity. Well, not anymore. Don't do Unity anymore.
Bad example.
But, you know, I mean, the tools are more accessible than ever. You can just go download a full video game making program and assets, and you could be making a video game that looks better than anything we saw in the first 15 years of our lives.
That's
like
true.
by the end of today.
That's true. It would all be so that I could create an epic, you know, action RPG game that took like 165 hours to beat, and it was a great story, and the main character's name is Ass. You know.
And no one remarks on it or comments on it. Perfect chain, we're done.
In Japan, it's Batu. They make fun of him.
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's going to do it for Theatrhythm. Too small look into the musical world of Final Fantasy. And yeah, let us know if you want us to do like the bombing mission from Final Fantasy VII, just beat Garland, the first boss of Final Fantasy 1. You know, like we could do a couple or three Final Fantasy episodes, but I don't think we're going to see credits on any of them unless, as Spence mentioned,
You guys want credits? I mean, just play the credits.
just the credits.
Just the credits.
Can you guys play just the credits of Final Fantasy IX?
Oh man, that assistant producer. Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of Riff Arcade.
Just start with the credits and be like, "We just beat this game. It was so awesome. We wish you guys could have seen the final battle. It was so really."
Or do you like start cold open and be like, "Man, I'm so glad we got that footage. We're rolling, right, Josh?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh?